We begin tonight with a rollback in Motor City. The president was outside of Detroit to mark 100 days in office and touted his plan to give relief to the crucial American car industry from some of the tariffs that are expected to increase prices on production. Kelly O'Grady joins me now to walk me through all of this. What does this change mean, Kelly?
Okay, so remember, there were all of these different tariffs that the auto industry was subject to. There was an industry-specific tariff. There was an aluminum steel-specific tariff. There were tariffs on goods coming from Mexico and Canada that weren't covered under that trade deal between those three countries. This executive order just kind of streamlines everything, makes sure that they're not going to stack up on top of each other. So now, autos coming in from outside the country, as well as parts, are just subject to that 25% auto industry tariff. There's also a couple of concessions. If a car is 85% manufactured in the U.S., no tariff, right? It's all about bringing manufacturing here.
Yeah.
And then there's also this offset thing. Suffice to say, it's basically like a reimbursement that a car company can apply for at the end of the year that helps offset that tariff a little bit.
Huh. Okay, so are prices going to go up or down?
Well, you would think that they're still going to go up, right? Because there's still a tariff there.
Yes.
But, you think about it, this is just one industry. I mean, how often are we buying a car? Not that much. You still have price increases that are expected on all sorts of goods. And, I was looking at the CBS News polling, and 69% of Americans don't feel the president is doing enough to bring prices down. And we got some data today that speaks to that, the consumer confidence. We talk about this all the time. The expectations for the economy have reached the lowest level since October of 2011. People don't feel good about the future.
Right. What about companies? Earnings season is happening. What do they feel? I guess this isn't about the future, it's about the past. What are those earnings reports showing?
Well, the past is okay, but we also always look on these earnings calls for what do they think about the future, the guidance. And constantly we are hearing either them slashing their 2025 guidance or pulling it entirely. Adidas, UPS, today alone, they both said there's uncertainty. UPS, you probably saw a headline, they cut a bunch of jobs. That was more about something that was already announced. But job openings today, we also saw across the board, less than expected. Speaks to businesses not wanting to hire.